recipe to help fight the chill in the air. So here to share her recipe for Latin pumpkin soup, we welcome back food blogger Belqui is with us today. Belqui, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you guys as well. How are you doing, Kara?
Oh, I love this recipe because it is so cold here. So the soup is perfect for dinner.
I know. And you know, I'm in Arizona, but we've gotten some really cold days. So I'm a little spoiled. And now I whine about, you know, it's like 65 today, Kara, and I'm still complaining. So, you know, and I heard you guys are getting a lot of rain too. So,
yep, a lot of rain. We had snow over Christmas break. So everyone is in the mood for something like this, for sure.
There you go. So I'm going to start you off. Now, this is my Latin pumpkin soup. And it's going to start out like any soup that you would ever make with like the mirror pot, but you're not going to add the carrots. It's going to be a little bit of olive oil, a little bit of garlic. You're going to brown that up for like about 30 seconds. Then you're going to add some onions and celery, cook them down a little bit, which is what I've been doing here. And then we're going to add a little bit of chopped parsley, which is going to be beautiful. It's going to add so much flavor. And guess what this is?
Is that zucchini or is it pumpkin?
Yes, zucchini.
Okay. Like, is she working with a green pumpkin or something that Arizona has? Okay.
Yeah. So it's going to be some zucchini, right? We're going to add that to this. And then we're going to add pumpkin. Now, what's special about this and what makes it Latin is that we love West Indian pumpkin. Have you heard of it before?
No, absolutely not. Nope.
Yes, so in the Caribbean, Central America, South America, we love this pumpkin, West Indian pumpkin. I find it, let's say in my Asian market, Latin market, and it looks like this, and it has a little bit of a sweeter flavor than a regular pumpkin, but it's not overwhelming. I buy these, but you can just substitute with a regular, pumpkin. I take these, I buy them, I take the skin off, and then I chop them up, and then I freeze them, so that whenever I want to use them, I just pick them out of my bag and I drop them into my soup, into beans. It's really, really, I mean, you can use it with anything. It's super versatile. And then we're going to give this a little bit of color. And we're going to add, what's like the one thing that I keep telling you, Kara, that I have to add to everything that's Latin?
Oh, no. It's one of those spices that I can't think of.
Adobo.
Adobo. Is it adobo?
Adobo.
Yes.
You got it. Now, this one is like a powder form adobo, and then that gives it so much flavor. It's incredible. Like, this is one that you have to try, Kara, because I know that you will be making this all the time. And so I'm adding that as well. And I'm going to add some corn on the cob that I cut up in little tiny pieces, right? So then you're going to get all this beautiful stuff. You're going to just cook it for a couple minutes, and then you're going to be adding your chicken broth or vegetable broth. Like, you can go any way you want with this. And what I like about it is that you can add any vegetables that you would like, which is, obviously great. Because if you like, for example, instead of the corn on the cob, you want to add just regular corn, or you want to add the carrots that I didn't add, or you want to add whatever other, what other vegetable do you think you would add, Kara?
Well, here's a question for you with the corn on the cob then. As you're eating it, you have to just eat around the cob. Is it hard to do? Is it hard to eat that way?
Well, not really. What I love about the corn on the cob is that it really picks up the flavor of the pumpkin. So when you're eating, like when you grab that, usually I go for the corn on the cob first because I love corn. So I grab the piece of corn and I bite it and I can taste that pumpkin. And that's why if you can find this pumpkin, I really suggest that you do, because it is really, really, really special in flavor, which is why all of us in the Caribbean, Central and South America really love this pumpkin. So it's West Indian pumpkin. And if you get into our cuisine a lot, you'll see it in a lot of things. Now, after this water comes to a boil, we're going to just, about 10, 15 minutes, we're going to cook it. And then we're going to add, actually, before we add that, I don't want to forget, we use what we call fideo. Now, fideo is vermicelli. Have you heard of vermicelli pasta?
Oh, yes, for sure. That one I've heard of. So I get 1 out of 5 right. Here we go.
Yeah, so we call it fideo. So once it comes to a boil, you put it in about 5 minutes, then you're basically done. All you're going to do is put in, because I like to have color, like my husband went to hospitality school, a while ago. He's gonna kill me. Anyway, but he always talks about like color on a plate, like you want to see color. So therefore, you want to add something with color, and I want to keep it in those yellows and greens, and then that's where you have the beautiful spinach. Now I went with baby spinach, and even though I did put parsley in, it doesn't give it as much color as that does, but it does give it very good flavor. And then you just cook that for about a couple minutes, and then this is another one of my tricks, Cara. This is what I do with my soups. I make them in big batches, and then I put them in containers like this for a single serve.
Oh, so smart.
Right?
Easy
Isn't that great?
lunch. Easy.
Yes, it's great. And then whenever we feel like having it, we just pull it out of the freezer, we put it in the microwave, and we heat it up for as long as it takes for it to, get nice and hot. And then I want to show you the end result of my beautiful soup, because we can't finish the one in the pot right now. And I put all my stuff on the one side. But, I noticed that the last cooking segment we did, I didn't taste the food. And I was like, oh my God. We closed the segment without tasting it. Look at this.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Look how beautiful.
How long, Belqui, does it keep in the freezer for?
I would say up to 3 months, but I like to have things that I put in the freezer within 1 month. That's usually like my go-to is about a month or so, and 3 months would be like a really long shelf life for me, but they stay for up to 3 months. And then here, look at the fideos. This is the vermicelli. Look how beautiful that looks.
It is such a pretty soup. I'm sure it's
And
delicious as well. Take a bite.
Yes.
I was going to challenge you to taking the bite of the corn, but I won't do that to you on live TV. Belqui.
Girl, I'm not shy.
I love it. Oh, so pretty. Thank you so much, Belqui. Happy New Year again.
Thank you. Happy New Year to you and everyone in the studio.
And thank you for giving us the recipe as well, because everyone, we're going to have today's recipe and more information about Belqui on our website at KATU.com. But don't move. Afternoon Live, we'll be right back.